Hello, TCG and Lorcana enthusiasts, and welcome to post-release day of Disney Lorcana at your LGS. Yes, as of this recording, which I am recording on Sunday, August 20th, Lorcana has been out now for 2 days. Yes, 2 days. It released this past Friday, the 18th of August, to all LGSs. It will be officially releasing to your big box stores of your Walmarts, your Targets, your Myers, your GameStops, your Shop Disney on the 1st of September. So, literally a week away. So, with it now released, let's take a look at the market. So, last time we looked at the market, it was pre-sale. The game hadn't even officially come out, and prices were way out there. Now, I have read some comments. LGSs are taking advantage of you. That is very true. Some LGSs are asking double or triple the market price value for a booster box. Remember, a booster box is retailing for, I think, $143. That was what it was retailing at Gen Con. And that is what Ravensburger states the MSRP of a booster box is. Now, it sounds like some stores aren't doing that. They are selling booster boxes at $143. Unfortunately, none of the stores I have close to me are selling anything. But then again, I'm probably just going to buy some stuff from maybe Big Box or let the market really cool down. Maybe even Shop Disney when it comes out on the 1st. But do be cautious of those stores that are deciding to rip you off. Remember those stores, because once Chapter 2 comes out and Ravensburger proves that they have more than enough product out, that they're not going to hit the same problem that Chapter 1 has right now, where they're going to have a lot of product out there to sell to your LGSs and your big box and all of that we won't have this problem again where everything is allocated garbage right now to your LGSs, that other stores that couldn't get product can actually go get their product now and buy it and sell it and all of that. So, remember those stores as they get actual product and decide to drop the prices to the correct MSRP. Don't buy from them because they attempted to rip you off. Remember the stores that didn't rip you off. Remember the stores that sold you at MSRP. Those are the stores you want to support. I highly recommend supporting those local stores because those local stores will not rip you off for product. But anyways, let's just take a look at the market here. What we're going to be looking at specifically here is a booster box. So just so you know, a case is 4 boxes. If we were to take 143 times 4, it's not going to be that. So if I take 143 times by 4, folks, a case should run you about $572 MSRP. People, this is not a case. And by the way, a case is only 4 of these boxes. By the way, that's 143 times 4, so that's $572. Add on tax, probably $600. So you should be paying about $600 for a case of Lorcana, not $1,234. All right, let's check out. I don't know how many starter decks come in here, but personally, I don't think you need a case of starter decks. Just buy one of each and then just pick up the singles you want from them. Easy as that. Let's talk about booster boxes. Well, clearly, booster boxes are still not down to their MSRP price. Still don't buy them, folks. Still don't buy them. Don't fall for FOMO. Listen, I also run, if you don't know, a miniature channel. And a lot of miniature games will sell on the idea of FOMO. If you never heard of that, that is fear of missing out. FOMO. I live in an industry that utilizes FOMO to sell. I never fall into it, and I'm not going to fall into it now of, oh man, can't buy a booster box. Now, if you have a booster box and it's still fully sealed, or you have a case that's still fully sealed, you might want to sit on that. You could probably make good money until Ravensburger does their second print line and their third print line, or 4th, 5th, 6th, until the first set has fully settled. So, overall, cases are extremely high for what you're getting, because I'm pretty sure they're just timesing whatever the market price for a normal booster box is right now. This should probably be about $600 for a case of Lorcana. And this needs to go back down to about $143 before I'd even buy them. Your little alt arts. These are their secret rare arts. They're pretty cool. I wouldn't buy them now. Wouldn't buy them, period. I'm not really into big collecting, but again, let the market settle out. The Trove chapter, the little gift set. Don't buy this. This is still above its market price. Same for this. Don't buy this gift set that's still above market price. Don't buy it, because you know what's going to happen? Big box is going to get this and they're going to sell it for the MSRP. If you find a big box store that's selling above MSRP, don't buy it. Don't buy it. Don't fall for that. We're expecting what MSRP is. If MSRP, I think, is 40 and 50, so if you're not seeing 40 and $50, don't buy. I mean, this is getting close, but these are probably going to drop once the first comes along. A lot of what we're seeing here should drop, because what's happening is right now is that you probably are seeing that more Disney collectors, the one issue the TCG side has is that since this is Disney and branded Disney adults and collectors are buying this product. They're not going to sell this product. They're going to buy it and keep it. They're going to hunt for these pretty cards and buy box after box after box to try to get one of these pretty cards for their own collection. Especially people who are big fans of Mickey Mouse, Elsa, Belle, all these pretty cards. They're going to buy box after box after box. That problem is that's just going to keep the market price for singles pretty high because they're not selling their singles. They're keeping everything. So do be mindful that we have the collectors now. But once Big Box, of course, gets these two and gets packs, this should all go back down to MSRP because no one's going to be buying these on TCG Player for this price. Because now I can go to my Big Box store, and Big Box is probably going to have plenty of product, knowing Big Box and knowing that they are considered the more desired one over LGSs. It's a little sad, but it very much is true. That these will probably, and then once Big Box has their product, like the Shop Disney and all that, then we should definitely be seeing a decrease in the market for singles because people who are cracking product to get the cards they want, who of course then come over here and sell, they'll start lowering down some of these cards because then the market will be flooding with cards. So I would wait till Big Box because Big Box is going to get these. These should be going to Big Box. Same as the structure decks, they're going to go to Big Box, and packs are going to go to Big Box. And I have to expect the sleeves are going to be going to Big Box. So anyway, sleeves, still overpriced. Let's take a look at a couple of these legendaries. Rapunzel, probably one of the best Amber cards, a little high right now. Belle, probably one of the best Sapphire cards, a little high. Elsa's an amazing Amethyst card, still a little high. The structure decks have not hit their MSRP. These are supposed to run MSRP for $17. Don't get yourself ripped off. Wait until Big Box gets these and then buy them. Or if your LGS has them and is selling at MSRP, buy them first. I always say go to your local gaming store. They need your support more than Big Box does. Because your local gaming store is the one that's going to be having the organized play, if they have it, and it's going to allow you to come in and play on tables. If they're the ones selling it, buy it from there. Big Box isn't going to put out no tables for you. We got Maleficent, still a little very high. Let's check page number 2. Let's see. Hades, still up there. Stitch is still up there, as you can see. This structure deck is still a little high. A booster pack is still going way too high. This is a rare at $10, folks. $10 for a rare. Let's just see. Is there like a common? What's like the highest common right now? We're finally getting down. I bet commons and uncommons are probably what some legendaries are pretty cheap as well. Let's see. What's the first uncommon that is relatively cheap? Let's see. It's not on page 3. Here we go. The first uncommon is 96 cents, but is retailing for $1.17 at the market. Still don't buy this. Again, just wait it out, folks. Just wait it out. As you can see here, the market has cooled better than when we saw the pre-sales. It has cooled better. But that doesn't mean that it's still great. Booster boxes are still retailing too high. Cases still retailing too high. The Trove still retailing too high. The gift set still going too high. All of these legendary cards, yes, are very good. They're still retailing a little too high. I think these may go down to like 30 a pop. Maybe once the market floods out, maybe 20. The structure decks are still retailing way too high on TCG Player. So overall, don't go buying right now. Still, if you want to play the game and you can support an LGS, support an LGS. I've heard some LGSs are limiting the amount of product anyone can buy, like one booster box, or they can only buy packs or a structure deck alone, and all of that. Great, that's great. You can buy some stuff from your local LGS. If you know, Mario is doing a free luxury Lorcana local scene that you can proxy all the cards in the set for. So if you want to try out the game before you even buy a single card, structure deck, booster box, sleeves, anything like that, then you can come do that. A lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun. So overall, just keep patient, people. Just keep patient. People are still trying to sell on now the FOMO of the LGS is having it. The problem is that all these people, I think, are trying to sell all this stuff at a high price before your big box gets it. Because once big box gets it, they have to sell an MSRP. Now, maybe some people want to buy above MSRP. I wouldn't. If I went to like a Walmart and saw a structure deck that's supposed to be $17, retailing for $20 or even $25, I wouldn't buy it. I'd say, yeah, sure, big box. That's great. You're just ripping off your customers and Ravensburger. Because Ravensburger's already released the MSRP. And by the way, this is what the MSRP is what they sold at Gen Con. $17. I think this is $40. I think this is $50. $143. They were selling at their MSRP. So if you see big box and they're selling an MSRP, buy it, buy it, buy it. If big box is selling above MSRP, do not buy it. I would not buy it at all. But I think we'll see another cooling of the market once big box is able to sell these cards. But again, support your LGSs first. If your LGS couldn't get the product and you want to play the game and you finally actually want to have physical cards, go to big box, buy it up. Again, I will do another video after the 1st of September, which is coming up. See, the 1st of September will be will be 2 weeks from now. 2 Fridays from now. So next week we have all of this. And then the week after that, that big box will be getting all of this. So we will see what big box is getting. So once we see what big box is getting and all their product floods in, after it comes out, I will come here and I will talk with you all and we'll just check to see where big box has helped settle out the market. Because if big box is now having it, then no one's going to come here to TCG Player and buy this and this and this and this for extreme prices. Now, big box will not be selling booster boxes, so still be very, very cautious not to get yourself ripped off for a booster box. But yes, big box will definitely have these structure decks, the gift set, and the Lumineers trove, and they'll be selling them at MSRP. That would be great for you. Perfect. So let's check out eBay, another secondary market that a lot of people like to buy from. Let's see what eBay is doing. Okay, so we can buy this Elsa for $36. That's a little crazy. We can buy some pre-release promo cards. Don't buy no pre-release promo cards for $250. That's insane. $28 for a foiled Ariel. Not worth it. $260 is ships from Germany. Not worth it. You can buy singles from $149 to $44. Not really worth it when I could probably just wait it out. $47 for this exclusive promo holo card. Not worth it. Not worth that price. $10 for a promo Tink. Nope. You can buy everything out of here. Rares and super rare singles, you pick everything under $3 with shipping. $2.99, not worth that. We got $6 for a non-foiled rare, Let It Go. $12 for a Hans. A bid of $11.26 for this Lilo. $420 for a booster box. There is a case down here for nearly $1,400. $203. This is a bid of 99 cents. $12, $8, $20. $99 to $9 for normal foils. That's pretty nice if that was true for that Maleficent. To get it a little cheaper than what TCG Player is paying for. You can get this pre-owned Simba. You can get this Well, you can pay $150 for this 𝐑𝐄𝐋𝐿 Elsa. What? Okay, so we're seeing it. Or you can, this one's not bad. It is from Germany, so I hope you can translate German. But in 29, it's well, actually no, it's almost now almost $1,000, $1,000 to ship it from Germany. Not worth it. $14.99, not worth that. $14.99, not worth that. That's a bid of 99 cents. It's $55. Here we have another booster box for $334. Not worth it. It's above market price. $99 plus $4.50 for shipping for this Mickey Mouse. 47 bid of $47.01 for a foiled Maleficent. $35 for this Mickey Mouse. All right, so we're getting ripped off. You are getting ripped off from here. Don't buy this, folks. Don't go scrolling through this eBay page and buy this. You know who's probably buying this? Collectors. Collectors who will shovel out their money to buy these cards, because then they don't have to actually try to pull them. You TCG fan like me, I don't need to buy this. I don't want to buy this. Don't buy this, folks. Don't buy these overpriced TCG prices for a product that we will be a whole lot cheaper on the 1st of September. Don't go over here and buy this. This is absurd. So, overall, don't still fall into the FOMO now that the game is released. Don't go to LGSs that are got product, but double or tripling the MSRP of the product. Don't do that. It's not worth it. They're just ripping you off. Do not buy all this TCG or eBay stuff for a product that's still way above its market price. Don't buy it. Don't buy single cards that clearly probably shouldn't be almost 40, 50, 40 for cards. Nearly $40. Don't buy it. Don't go to eBay and buy some of what's on eBay. It's not worth it. Don't buy a case for $1,400. That's not worth it at all. There's nothing worth any of that. Folks, just bide your time, play with proxies. If you find an LGS that is selling everything in MSRP, then go and buy it. I highly recommend going and buying and supporting that store because they are not trying to rip you off. They're trying to get this game going. So, that is pretty much it. The game doesn't look healthy right now. The prices are still a little too high. There are now LGSs ripping people off, and it's not great for this game. This like I said, this look doesn't look great. Ravensburger gave themselves a black eye, but I don't think it's a detrimental black eye. Listen, if it is in fact that Ravensburger stated that Chapter 2, that releases in November of this year, will have better allocation, they won't fumble their allocation with this, then we're fine. Okay, so they're going to print product, they're going to have product, LGSs will have plenty of product at MSRP, you can buy, and then get a big box store, we'll get the next time. But the one problem I will say about Chapter 2 is this. So I spoke actually with one of my local game stores that I go and play Digimon at. It's a great place up near Brownsburg called Bulldog Community. So I, of course, go there. I talk with the owner. He says he had ordered some Lorcana, but it got revoked. Then he learns that 5 stores in all of Indiana actually are going to have their product. Now, don't ask me where those 5 stores are. I have no idea. Indiana's a pretty long state. It could be in Bloomington. It could be up where Santa Claus is. It could be in where Purdue is, like Lafayette. I have no idea. It could be downtown Indianapolis. I have no idea. But nonetheless, he was pretty mad about that. Because originally he wanted the product because, yeah, sure, he didn't have an organized play. Those shops are organized to play. Now, don't ask me if there's any other shops around Indiana that are, not organized play and selling product. I can't tell you that. All I can tell you is that he said that there was 5 stores that were going to be selling the product because they were organized to play. Second up, he was pretty mad about that because then he was mad that Big Box is going to be getting their product. If someone had told me, well, I think Ravensburger should have said, I think we're going to move a lot of the product out of big box and go to our LGSs so we can supply our LGSs. That would have been great, but the problem is big box puts in more money. Folks, there's a reason why a lot of gaming companies push more product to big box than they do push it to LGSs. There's a very good reason. Big box makes big money. And big box will put forward more money to get more product. There's a very good reason about it. It's a very sad reason, very sad truth, but big box most of the time will be getting a lot more product. So the thing is, big box is probably going to have plenty of product to sell. Shop Disney is going to have plenty of product to sell because, well, they have a little more push to those type of companies than, say, your local LGS. Thirdly, he's so mad he wants it to fail, and I truly believe he is not going to buy into Chapter 2 at all. And that's sad. It really is sad. It is sad that he is so pissed that Ravensburger lied to him about that no shops were getting product or getting any, or even a booster box worth of product. He's mad that his product got revoked. I think he would have liked at least a booster box to sell some packs out of. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm still trying to wonder, did Ravensburger never see this coming? Did they not see this huge growing desire? Because you have an entire game with slapping Disney's brand on it. That's going to attract the Disney adults to you. You would think that those Disney adults aren't going to be the TCG players. They're going to just be collectors. You think you want to flood the market so that the collectors have theirs and the TCG players have theirs, which I think Chapter 2, I think they realized it. And Chapter 2, they're going to fix all of that. So, like I said, I don't think it's detrimental. It's going to be more detrimental on the local LGSs that they'll earn, because I highly believe they're not going to want to order Chapter 2. Now, maybe by the time Chapter 4 runs around and, you get those LGSs getting called up and say, do you have Disney Lorcana? I really like to buy some Disney Lorcana. Or do you play Disney Lorcana? I'm looking for a local shop. Maybe then my shop owner might buy into it because then he can make money. People want to play and all of that. So it's a very interesting time. I'm going to have to kind of see, where his mindset is after we see some success. Now, as an accountant, business person, Ravensburger should basically accept their black eye, and in a way, maybe they should fail, because this is the worst start I have ever seen. And we're talking from Bandai, who fumbled the bag getting their One Piece going. And is still slightly fumbling back. But it sounds like Bandai's doing pretty well to get One Piece back better. And just look at Bandai. They can't even fumble anything. Dragon Ball needs a reboot. Battle Spirits is struggling to stay afloat here in the TCG. So they fumbled it worse than One Piece. And I think people are saying this is now the worst fumbled start for any card game this year. So I just heard that around. I'm not 100% sure if that is true or not. So I think if Ravensburger does exactly as they said, Chapter 2, no allocation problem. We're going to print and print and print and print and print and print. LGSs are going to get all the boxes they want from us. Then great, because that floods the market. That means there's not going to be scalpers all over the place. It means people are going to get product. But if Chapter 2 releases in the same state that Chapter 1 is in, then I have to say this. I think it's dead. I just don't think it'll survive. Ravensburger's made a promise that allocation will be better for Chapter 2, and if it's not, I think they're just going to burn all the bridges of all of their players. Personally, I'll move on. Maybe I'll wait till step 4 to see whether or not it's survived. Then maybe I'll jump back in. Sure. But as a TCG player, as a TCG content creator, I really, really want this to survive. This is a pretty fun game. The mechanics are a little dumbed down for Magic, as I call it, dumbed down Magic. But I can see as, it's the first set. We want to get those families. We want to get those kids. We want to, test the waters. And then we'll slowly evolve the game. Maybe adding in instant speed or quick speed cards. Adding in the ready mechanics. Adding in other little mechanics to make the game more complicated. because that's where I feel like they need to go. If they keep in this strange, dumbed down Magic territory and really are only targeting kids, I think they're going to eliminate a lot of the older TCG players because they're not going to find any fun out of it. The mechanics are, like I said, really dumbed down and aren't amazing. The gameplay is not groundbreaking by any true means of the word. But overall, it's pretty simple. You can get a lot of kids, you can get a lot of parents into this card game, and especially considering that the other two big three of being Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic are extremely more pushed to like older people to play the game because of the nature of the complexity of the game, the combo-listic complexity of Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh! You find yourself kind of just, overwhelmed if you're younger, or even overwhelmed if you're a new player. But a new player coming into Pokemon, or even into this game, or Digimon, could probably find some good use to the game overall. I think this is a great game for kids, and I feel that's where it's kids and parents and Disney, those people there, I think that's where they're leaning into. Now, of course, TCG Player has their own Disney Lorcana tab, so I think they believe this game will survive and, of course, make it to Chapter 2 and past Chapter 2. Apparently, Ravensburger's always working on Chapter 7. I really would love to see this game get Star Wars into it. I'm not exactly sure how legal battles will work with that, especially with Fantasy Flight Games now releasing a Star Wars card game. I'm not sure if they can get Marvel in, because again, that's Fantasy Flight Game already has a Marvel card game. But again, they're Disney IPs. They have Villainess, and they have, which is Star Wars inspired stuff. And I think they have Villainess from like Marvel as well. So I mean, they can add them in there. I just don't know what the legal battle is with Fantasy Flight Games will be. So we will just have to wait and see for Chapter 2. As a content creator, I want this to succeed. As someone in the business realm, I think Lorcana is kind of, in a painful state for a lot of people. I think they burnt a lot of LGSs who wanted their product and, of course, didn't get their product and, of course, are kind of just very, very mad about that. So overall, I really want to succeed as a TCG player, but as a business person, I can definitely see where some people would say, if we just want it to fail. You burned us. Why would we want to buy Chapter 2? And all of that. So my hope is Chapter 2 comes out exactly how Ravensburger said it will. Lots of product. We won't have to see this problem at all. None of this overpriced stuff that is supposed to be much cheaper than it is. Overpriced cases, overpriced booster boxes that when Chapter 2 drops, we're fine. Like I said, if Chapter 2 drops in the same state Chapter 1 is in currently, then I think I might just have to say, I think Ravensburger has failed. And one company that's going to look at that failure is Disney themselves. This is their IP. This is their name. They've already got enough black eyes as it is. Disney will just say it's not making money. We burned too many bridges, burned too many people. Shut it down, Ravensburger, you're done. And that's it. If Chapter 2 releases in an amazing state, product everywhere, LGSs can get product. If they want to buy, maybe LGSs will feel, I'll give them a second chance this time, buy some product and see what happens. Organized play stores are all over the place. All of that. And then, of course, we make it into the next year when, of course, the official tournament scene should begin starting up, which, of course, if it's around still at that time, I'll definitely be checking out the competitive scene for this. If all of that comes out just fine, then we're good. Ravensburger has, of course, taken their black eye. They slipped and fell on their face. They got the egg on their face. They said, okay, we accept that we've screwed up this first chapter immensely. We are going to accept it, and we're going to move forward better than ever. And that's great. You got to give the benefit of doubt. A lot of people will get black eyes, eggs on their face as you start out with something completely new. You might, again, it's a teething problem, a learning problem. You learned from it, okay? Yeah, you burnt some bridges, which probably wasn't the greatest thing to do for a learning problem, but at least you learned from it, and Ravensburger can switch everything over and say, we're going to print so much product, we're going to flood the market, so, there's product everywhere. So, let me know your thoughts down below on Disney Lorcana. Where do you think the state of the game is right now? Have you found booster boxes? Are you finding LGSs that are ripping you off? What do you think of all the prices currently on TCG Player and eBay? What are your thoughts overall of like anything that, have you heard anything from your local gaming store saying that they really want the game to fail? What are your thoughts on if Ravensburger happens to end up with Chapter 2 being the same state Chapter 1 is in? And all of that. Have you tried out the game? And all of that. Let me know down in the comments for that. And do make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you get notified when my videos go live for you. And we'll see you here next time on Mama Dragon's TCG.